Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Friday! Fuck Friday, you fucking losers. It's affectionate. I did a game jam once where I had to write music for a Vampire Survivor style game, and this is what happened. I kinda like it. I don't feel flat. Have you had a succulent Chinese meal? I had a clown burger earlier, and that hurt me. I was like so full. It was a big tasty. And the guy showed up and he rang my phone, like he didn't use the doorbell, he rang my phone. It's like, hello, please come outside, have burger, drive here. And I was like, holy shit, it's streamer friend. A burger! I'm just self-indulgently listening to my own music for a minute. I hope you don't mind. But thanks, welcome in Raiders. Welcome Floral and Raiders. Or Floral, wherever he was doing his Zelda rando, which is very fun. Not a traditional Zelda rando, one where it randomizes all the Zelda games into each other. Just the Game Boy games today. I saw a bit of Majora's Mask. Today I'm going to play some Anachronox for a few hours, and then I'm going to go because I've been watching the Netflix live-action adaptation of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's really good. I'm very much enjoying it. That might surprise some of you. But yeah, I'm into it. Give it a shot. I watched 5 episodes yesterday, there's 3 left. Kirby was there with me, we were watching it. Never got into it, watched some of the cartoons, didn't really enjoy it. You know, the live action's fairly faithful to it, but the treatment is a lot more serious. And if it ever crosses your path, and you don't know what to watch, which I don't think you will have anything to watch, Spillstrom, because you've got all the anime in the world to watch, but you could do a lot worse than starting on the live action series, I think. That's my take on it. Anyhow, let's press this button. Whoa. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it this time around. I'm only watching, let's see, 28 series. If you were on a desert island with only Avatar: The Last Airbender, you could potentially decide to watch it. You're watching 37 seasonal shows this winter. That's insane. I'm barely finding time to play like 2 video games. To be honest, I'm a little bit pressed for time, and I'm going to be yet further pressed for time after next week, and I'll let you know why that is after next week. But let's just say I'm going to be a little busy for a few months. And then I'll be like, oh, I want to play all the new games that came out. I want to play the Elden Ring DLC. But then I'll be like, oh, the timing's real bad. Nuts and beans. Is a good kind of busy? Yes, it will be a good kind of busy. It'll be an insane kind of busy, but it will be a good kind of busy. I have some opportunities to do things for doing stuff. By the way, since we're in the business of emotes right now, I've randomly added as flat time, pressed time. Oh, I get it. I've randomly added as many emotes as I could just think of off the top of my head into Francoface Z, so we've got like 150 now. If you guys have any that you want me to add on Francoface, I still have 150 emote slots, so let me know. Wait, what does that do? Emotes update. Might be a streamer only command. Can I do this? Because normally commands don't work with 2 words, right? Astralements thing. Oh, I might have disabled it. Hold on. That's a good thing. But why don't I just put this song back on? Since we're, you know... Let me get this out the way first, because it's good. Right, okay. Why is Jake Kaufman so fucking good at this? The guy will just throw out some chords like this. Out of nowhere, just like, here's a bunch of chords you've never heard and they sound amazing. Yeah, Vert's been on it for a long time. Big fan. Actually, that Adventure Time soundtrack I played in the intro, I think was also him. Let's have a look. You know, my favourite thing about Stream Elements is when you go on the website and then there's just a gif of some random person you've never heard of and it's always the same gif. But they've changed it now. It used to be this Muscle Bro guy for ages, and now it's someone else. Hey, what's the welcome in. Let's see. Chat commands. Oh, this is for BTTV emotes. Oh, it's everything? Oh, wait, you've got to save it. Then you can... What do you mean, turned off? I turned it on, then I pressed save, and then it turned off. Wait, so you do what, this? Is that right? Oh, there's a 15-second cooldown. Please! That is 15 seconds and not minutes, is it? Oh well. This tune now is a September B from the not yet released Amina the Hollower by Yacht Club. Yeah, that's not working. Maybe I have too many. Alright, fuck it. Anyway, we've got new emotes. And since we're listening to this, here's the original song that they released when they released the first ever trailer, and I think within about 2 seconds, well, we already knew because they played the Yacht Club logo music, and it was like, oh, that's Jake Kaufman. But if you didn't know it was Jake Kaufman by the time they launched their trailer and went, hey, we've got a new game coming, it's like, oh yeah, it's Jake Kaufman. Or Kaufman. I don't know how you say that. But it's one of yours. That's a fucking compliment, y'all. If I ever write a song half as good as this man, I'll retire. Anyway, I'm gonna load up Anachronox while this one is out. It's only short. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Morbo. Hello. My tracks are great. Well, thank you. I think they're great too, to be fair, but they could be better. Oh, this is bop so hard. I gotta wiggle my hands and enjoy it. Let's see. Speaking of Vert, for those not familiar, is another name for Jake Kaufman. It's his some kind of stage name, I guess. His artist name. I was sorting out all the Dodonpachi OSTs for radio. I didn't realize you'd work on Dodonpachi Daifukatsu. Oh, really? That's cool. I'm also connoisseur of imposter syndrome. Okay, Morbo, I was on Guitar Hero Live. I was a music transcriptionist, doing gameplay design using MIDI. So I put the songs of Guitar Hero that you play. And I did that for 2 years. It was one of the best jobs I ever had. And then when Activision shut the studio down and I had to, we got bought out by Ubisoft, my job didn't exist anymore, so I became an environment artist because I was like, hey, I could probably do that. And I had imposter syndrome for 3 years in that job, and it was not fun. And then we launched a game and I went, well, maybe I can do this. They haven't fired me yet. So yeah, imposter syndrome is real. The screen is supposed to be moving, and I'm trying to remember why it isn't. It's because I have to do it with a window capture. It's one of those games, because it's 1,000 years old. Right, restore universe. Where were we? If you transcribed Painkiller on Expert, then I hate you. I did. I did it, and it was, we had a system where basically we had a bunch of guys and we would get some tracks and we'd divvy them up between us at the start of the week, because we had a 1 week turnaround on this, and they would go like we'd have like 12 or 13 songs, and so we'd get like 3 each, say, for example, and I would be like, when that song came in, I was like, let me do Painkiller, let me do Painkiller. And normally what we do is we do it on Expert first, and then we do the easier difficulties afterwards, and we would pass it to someone else to review it, and it would go back and forth like 3 or 4 or 5 times with notes, and we'd just get it perfect on Expert, and then we'd do the markdown, and then we'd do another review pass and all this. And then it had to go live the Friday that week, so we had 1 week to do these tracks. Painkiller came in, I took Painkiller, I did the Expert, I sent it to the review guy who was like a lead. In fact, that man's name was Simon Loveridge. You may have heard of him. And yeah, no notes. It was perfect. One and done. So that asshole track that no one can finish is my fault, and you're welcome. It's not the hardest track I ever did. I actually, so here's some knowledge. We at some point had an iPad version of the game, which I think still exists, but it was like, when it came out, it was the vocals, and you sang along to like vocal markup. But they made us say, we originally had plans and a working version of drums and guitar markup for every track. So there was like this solid 2 or 3 weeks where we had to retranscribe like 600 tracks for it, which is an insane amount of work. And the hardest track I ever made, or rather, no, I reviewed it. It was another guy that did this one. That was the Dragon Force one, and we made it way too hard. And then I was just like, you know what? It is too hard. Keep it that way. And in the end, guess what happened? They cut that entire feature set, so all of that work went down the pan. Tune in for more Guitar Hero Live development stories and how fun it is to work for a company like Axe Division, who doesn't care about human beings. I was heading this way. I remember going down that lift. To this day, one of my most vivid memories of working at Axe Division. Okay, am I dead? Are they gonna come through my 9-foot tall windows and shoot me? Oh well. Yeah, one of the one of my most vivid memories of working at Axe Division is the time we were all in a room, and there was like some fucking financial presentation or some bullshit, and corporate were there, and HR was doing the presentation, and one of the points that they brought up on the slideshow is they said, this is how much money it costs us when you guys take a day off sick. And they didn't say that as like a, oh, isn't that a fun fact? It was more like a, stop taking sick days. Grumpus has gained a level.
Mind if I spread my pilot wings?
Be my guest.
Pilot wings? We used to have this, they have this guy that's like high up in the corporate chain called Eddie Chan, right? And I used to call him Eddie Chan Halen. And he would rock up, and if he rocked up, basically someone was getting fired, because he came over from the States from 3100, and he'd show up, and then would all be, suddenly Eddie Chan's here today. Oh, that's a surprise. Oh, we've all got a meeting like 4 hours in the hotel over the road. It's like, oh, okay. Have we now? It's Eddie Chan with the financial report, and telling us like half of us are fired. Oh, good. That happened 3 times in the space of a year. And then they closed the studio. And what's funny is the last time that I got an envelope was, we went to this place called the Glass House in the park, which is a lovely botanical garden with a nice bar. And that's when I got the papers. And everything was up in the air. We didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I'd have a job because, you know, my job didn't exist. And anyway, months went by, and eventually Ubisoft bought us.
Do you copy?
I'm pretty sure they paid about £1 for the studio and everyone in it.
Sitting pretty. What's the plan?
Well,
I'll get back to my story in a minute.
to break through the outer defenses, dive as deep into the hive as possible, land the fighter wherever you can, take off on foot, and
Eddie Chan.
deactivate the missiles.
I feel bad for Eddie, you know, he was just doing his job, and he always looked really sad when he had to sack everyone, but,
More specific.
you know, I'm not putting a blame on this man. I'm not saying hunt this man down, you know, he's fine, but it's just whenever he showed up, it was a bad omen. This is so loud, what the fuck?
Also, a side door technique into the brood chamber might give you a considerable...
Don't listen to him. The advantages of a side door pipe.
We're coming up on the hive. You ladies ready?
So I'm trying to... There we go. Where is it? Yeah, so... They fired us in this room. They gave us our envelopes in this room called the Glass House. It is a botanical garden, beautiful place, and that was 8 years ago. No, 9 years ago now. 9 years and a few months. And for our Christmas party last year, end of last year, / launch party for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, we had a big party in that very room, so it was nice to have a launch party in the same room that I was getting sacked in, you know, many years before. The Glass House, the irony is you head off to leave review on Glassdoor, indeed. And it would not be anonymous. What's going on here? Why am I playing Descent? The fuck? I think I just have to move the mouse. But I have this fucking thing that it's like one of my catchphrases now, which is probably really annoying for people that know me in real life, but my catchphrase is when we're outside and we're just at a random restaurant and a song comes on and I'm like, oh, I did this song for Guitar Hero. Because that happens a lot. It turns out I did quite a lot of songs for Guitar Hero. This is weird. Is that our streamer friend? Oh no, it's Morbot. Okay. I just saw a big red box pop up in the corner of my eye. I'm sorry if that was offensive. Can you all please fuck off with your shooting guns? Fuck off. Just ignore them, they'll go away. Right. Do it for Warhammer at AOR. Is that Age of Reckoning? Or something. I forget. It was there for pre-production and for release. We were literally begging the Access not to release the game the same weekend as Wrath of the Lich King. We said release it a month after. We'll mop up people who blitz the new WoW material and give us another month of bug fixes. Xbox is now clearly releasing the same weekend. We'll poach a ton of WoW players to the new game. It can't lose. We were laid off within a year. Fuck's sake. This industry, man, is crazy. He's a streamer and a friend. It's true. But he's the right kind of streamer friend. He doesn't tell me I'm shit and that I'm playing the game wrong and that he can do it better. At least, not to my face. It's mad because there was such a big PvP focus. Fucking piss off with your flying shit, you cocks! Right, sorry. I just got a little bit distracted there by those aliens. Why is it so... It's fine, I've got loads of health. It's mad because there was such a big PvP focus in the game that they could have cemented their place with the RPG landscape quite easily. And timing is everything. Heck, we released Frontiers of Pandora a little bit late. If we'd released before the movie, we would have sold way more, I think. To date. But, you know, you never know what the climate's going to be like with these things. There's a lot of luck involved. For my part, I think I want a bit of a break from the AAA sector for a while. Because I've been in there for a decade now. Yeah, there's a lot of like, it's really easy to sit here, especially even as an employee, and just be like, why are we doing it this way? And you know that it's because there's like 5 or 6 different levels of bureaucracy above you that you have no control over. And there comes a certain point where what you gotta do is just say, you know what? This is above my pay grade. I'm in AAA and it's a job. And I'm nearly dead. Slow my mouse down a little bit. But I've never hit one of these! Ah! Please! Please! Let me hit the health! The game's given me so many opportunities to get health. Oh god. Please let me hit the HP. The HP is flying at me. I cannot shoot it. Am I going around in circles? I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Alright, focus. Stop spamming, stop spraying and praying, and stop shooting like a person who knows how to shoot things. Well, that guy's got an aimbot. Oh, I'm supposed to choose a direction, am I? Wait, did I come from here? Start shooting and scooting. Shoot and scoot. It's the new genre. Their leader complained like we'd banged his mum on holiday every time there was a balance change. Oh. Remember once cut you out on the forums by name for changing the Goblin Shaman class on purpose just to hurt him. He threatened to sue us for changing some spell damage as it broke good practices. Wow. That's my favourite kind of gamer, the ones that go in the forums and tell the devs they're doing it wrong. Because they changed the thing that they were using to spam the game that was making it easy for them. This is like... Path of Exile devs, like, feedback is one thing, right? But bitching about, my class doesn't work anymore is a different thing. But yeah, I didn't know you worked in game dev either, Morbo. I knew you were doing voice work and stuff. So that's cool. It's cool to learn. Or maybe you have told me this once. But my memory is transparent and glass-like. At the best of times. So this is why there's health everywhere, it's because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. Where am I going? Right, I don't know where I've been. I need to pay more attention for a minute. The thing was right behind you, you dick! Turn around! Who's flying this? Grumpos! You're not even the pilot, we established this! Fine. Your team lead for in-game fixes and modding. Ah. That's still development. If you are on a team that is responsible for making a game in any capacity, you are a developer. Because I know there are people that gatekeep the term development in terms of, oh, you're making content, like making assets, but it's like, yeah, but games don't get made without producers or QC or fucking workplace. Now their job isn't specifically development, but they do have an integral part. The people that look after the studio and run all of the stuff, you know, make sure we've got supplies so that we can get 15,000 coffees a day and deal with all of our mail and calls and all that shit, you know. I just want to give shout-outs to those guys because they really do a lot of work. Anywho, Bug Pain Grunt 4 is some of my finest work. Ugh! If I did that 20 years ago, that could have been in a game, but I would have to have been a developer because I think that was before they started hiring voice actors. Then again, Final Fantasy X was 20 years ago, so maybe I should say 30 years ago. We got game dev. Been trying to come up with a name to release any solo projects under. Oh, that's cool. I have one, but I found out that there's actually an operating system that's using that name. But because I spell it slightly differently, I think I can get away with it legally. I'm not sure. I'd love to know it, but if you don't want to reveal it, then that's cool. For me, I'm going to make a logo first, and then I'll unveil it. But I'm not likely to be making any games on my own for the foreseeable future. Maho. Oh, like magic. That's cool. I get it. That's so good. So, I'll tell you what mine's gonna be, because I know, you guys aren't gonna steal it and then copyright it out of me. I won't let you. I'm going to be probably producing under the name CosmOS. But the problem with that is there's already a Linux distribution called CosmOS, but mine has a... There's just called Cosmos. Mine has a dot in it, so I think it's okay. Outside of that, I didn't really know what to go for. I was trying all sorts of different things. I could just call it Botchisoft and be done with it, and then it would not mean anything, and nobody will have it. It could be Hitori Botchisoft, and I just make games on my own. Guys, I'm lost. I'm so lost. It's only a problem in the same business space, this is true. Sounds like a yogurt. It does. Combo jangles. But I do want to make some. I want to make a little platformer. I'm so lost. Go in that door. Right, I feel like I've been in this red door, but it keeps pointing me at this one. And I've been in that yellow door. There's Maho software, but it's a German tax accounting company. Yeah, that's like clearly different from a game developer, right? What if you called your company like Mario Pizza, but it was a game developer? I don't know, I made myself laugh. I'm proud. This seems new. Is this new? Go through the yellow butthole? Papa Baldi's? Papa Baldi is a national hero. He is a well-established name in the Red Deer area, in the town of Red Deer, Canada. Not Luciano's. Luciano is, he's the antagonist of the whole story, and potentially a proponent of the Red Deer Mafia. There's a whole conspiracy theory about it. Chat, you know what? The Papa Baldi story is really interesting, but it's a Sunday stream story. I'm not gonna tell it today, because there's information I have to dredge up. But all I'm saying is Papa Baldi's pizza looks pretty good. That's me just drinking a can. We're on the tip of the Baldi's iceberg. Yeah, there's a whole thing. That made me need to go to the bathroom, so we better land soon. I gotta pee. Grandpa's, you're the worst pilot. Ugh. Light reverb. Am I right? Okay, like I really do though. Oh, give me a minute. Here's some. I know it's early, but here's. Might as well get this out of the way. Here's some stuff. Oh, you get a great view of that. And it does this 5 times before you're allowed to get off it. Hi, friend. Hi, Finn in a teacup.
I'll never forget it.
I can't wait.
We're going to this cathedral of yours. But if you really did have a hand in this, you can kiss your freedom goodbye.
What happened?
I know.
Hello, Othy.
There it is. Don't you remember anything, Heat Rash?
Holy shit. This was my first good stream? By which I mean it's the first one I did that wasn't a fucking crusty, garbled, mangled mess.
Oh no.
I tried to prolapse. It worked. Ah, okay. So, that game had a thing where you could it's like you make a Super Sentai team and it's a tactical RPG, but you could say what they call transforming. It's like Henshin transform, and I called it prolapse. I used to stream under Damn Good Cookie. That is ancient lore. My first ever stream as Damn Good Cookie, a line from Battle Royale that I took as a name, that Takeshi Kitano says. He eats a cookie and then he dies, I believe. I don't remember. Spoiler alert. It's been a while. But wrong order. All of that was in the wrong order. But yeah, I used the name Damn Good Cookie and I streamed Shadow Warrior, and it was the most ass garbage dicky quality stream of all time. It's a spoiler alert after the spoiler, but it's a minor detail and it's like the world's oddest film. But yeah, you know what? Watch Battle Royale. It's great anyway. And then when you get to that line, you'll be like, oh, there is a payoff. Unlike fucking Treebeard. Yeah, and it's ass garbage quality, and I don't know if that VOD still exists on my channel, but it might still be on my YouTube channel. Also, a funny fact is that my YouTube channel randomly set to private like 6 different videos from various different times, so I made them all public last weekend. So that's why you got episode 2 of Coin Game, episode 1 of our Conan Exiles playthrough, my Atari ST Games Showcase, 2 episodes of Final Fantasy VIII, and something else went live all at the same time. Blackout Club, I think it was. Because all that shit was set to private for some reason. So some poor bastards were watching Final Fantasy VIII and there's just 2 missing episodes in the middle of it. You remember being on your stream for the Sonic-like platformer? Sonic... Oh! Yes, we played Freedom Planet. I never finished it, but we did a couple episodes of Freedom Planet. That was my second one, I think, because I gave up on the Power Rangers game. I'm allergic to bee stings. Perhaps Dr. Bowman should leave the charge. Whoa. Hold on a second. Maybe Grandpa should lead the way and swat those bugs with his staff. I have a better idea. Let's take the other door. They really don't want to go. I was there for a bunch of your 2015 Dark Souls streams. Yeah. And I miss these kind of impromptu collab things. I want to do more of it because it's just a lot of fun, but it's hard to get people in the right times. But we still get to do collabs whenever a new River City game drops, at least. So. I thought one of the bugs are coming back to finish the cocoon. No, don't try to get me out of here. I'm quite satisfied with my experience. Oh, that's a person. They puked this weird syrup into my mouth for food, and there's a tube up my... well, you know. They shot a barrage of missiles at our planet. We were sent to infiltrate the hive, find some way to stop them. But they made wine out of Haskins. They ate Raphael for supper. I think I'm the leftovers. There's no way to stop the hive. At this point, I don't care anymore. At least the rent's cheap. Come on, people. Laugh with me here. No. You know what? You do you. But one of the games that I really want to get people playing, and I still need to do a time and a post about it, is Jinsei Game. The Game of Life for Switch, which was never released outside of Japan, but I now have a good way to translate it on the fly. So it's one thing I want to get a group of people together to play, but it's like it's a pretty long game, so it's kind of a day. It'll be a Sunday game. How do I do this again? Fatima screen, that's defense. Well, you're getting your shit ruined, so you might as well just shoot somebody, to be honest. Wait, we've got magic now. Let's poison that big guy at the back. You rolled a 12, you got divorced and now must pay alimony. Yeah, that's pretty much how that game goes. But it's so funny, the Jinsei Game version. I don't have enough munchy power for Bane Wave, but I can yammer on a guy. Maybe I'll just yammer on a guy. Oh! Maybe I'll just say, God damn it, it's hard to do because I've got basically I'm busy every Sunday for one reason or another. So I can't really do it then. I'm gonna have to take a Saturday slot to do it. And maybe I'll just make it next weekend and try and do a post about it somewhere. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I get my ass kicked. Use fast roll. The spell, animation, and noise is how I imagine Boris Johnson orgasms. How much time do you spend imagining that? Says Corvus. Oh bloody hell! That's probably what he says. And then he has like another 16 kids. And then proceeds to sink a country. Ro doesn't have anything to put there. It's not a political stream, I just hate that man. He's a blithering idiot. Okay, party, let's do some healing. Let's heal Bootsy Collins over here. Where's his heal grease? Oh yeah, I bought so much of this that I could use as much as I want, and I also have a lot of money. But I only have 4 glowdents. I don't even know if it's considered political to call Boris a dick. I think that's just facts. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm just covering my back. I'm not calling him a dick because I don't like his politics. I'm calling him a dick because he's a dick. It's what I'm saying. Analyze. Analyze. Oh shit. I don't even remember how this goes. Beep. Boop. Blop. Beep. Bop. Boop-a-bop. This appears to be a control to control a section of door and security subsystems. It looks like we could access the inner sanctum through this computer, but we need the component pieces to activate it. We should search these drones for anything that might give access to the central computer or whatever controls this whole place. Oh, and I think I can open the door up there. Thanks, Ro. I'd said Ro. Okay, shoot. There's no reason to use an attack with her when her bar is half full, but everyone else should be a distraction. And then again, there's only 2 enemies, so... Magic. Arr! Never if I was back in the day, I had a cat named Horatio, but your one was so posh she'd call the cat in a proper English accent, and it sounded like psh, 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 fellatio. One of the rainbows with occasional fellatio. It's gotten different now, my darling. Wouldn't you say so? Who knows that song? Or have you even had the chance to shut your cake hole? Look, strange pulsating gem. Sure. Where? Alright. Touch the gems, for God's sake. Whoa! Ah, damn it. So that was a song called Twist the Knife by That Handsome Devil. It's pretty good. Buggies. Press the hexagon. Seems interesting. Ah! Puzzles. Did any of you see anything on the Switch Indie Direct that you were interested in? I know I'm interested in that Vanillaware title. And Endless Ocean is one that I really want to play because, I don't know, I was watching it and I got vibes and I was into it. When do you let's stop making 5A games? Remember old Moboa? Remember old Moboa and his old pain crap for you? Job's done. Work, work. Oh, someone has a car. Good for them. Work, 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 work. I'm going. Hello, Legola. Where are you going? Goodbye. Really like the time Machine by the Handsome Devil. Indeed, they have some good tracks. Gotta go back this way. We'll make the first S game. Like shit. Why don't you need my hobby instead of touching me? Heretics. I like your thinking, you're hired. Yes. I could do anything except programming related things. Just basically all of the important stuff. I can do art, I can do music, I can do shader tech. Wouldn't you know? And anything that has a node graph. Because it's just maths, isn't it? You know what we should do, Maelstrom? We should make an easy game. like a point-and-click adventure game. Where it's like easy to like, relatively easy to set up a system that works for it, because it's like a couple tables, and then functionality. And then a bunch of art. And then just make up whatever bullshit story. Use one of those like point-and-click engines that's already done the work for us. An Island of Rob dating sim, imagine that. So the greatest trolls! Once it's done, we start fucking with it. So you're doing point and click and suddenly things get wacky. Yeah, but we don't do that until the daily patch update. And every day there's like a 20 kilobyte patch that changes a feature in the game. Oh, a hidden object game's such a good idea though, because Finn, you have a lot of experience with those, and they always look really fun, and they're probably super easy to make. I want to make a 3D platformer. That's what I want in life. I want a Mario Odyssey style 3D platformer, which is a large scope game, because I want mini games. I want a claw machine whole thing. I got a whole plan. It's got an economy. What does this do? But they can fly. Why would I do that? Oh, he can do this. Yeah, it's not in the patch notes. We don't do patch notes. Patch notes are old school. Scope is always my problem though. Scope, it's easy to get over scoped, but hey, you've made some good stuff. We made Retro Rhythm. That was fine. You like hidden object because they're so blatantly ripping off other things, but it's okay because they're just a little janky guy. I like the ones that are like Miss Marple-esque. You know, Agatha Christie likes. You know what's missing? That's what's missing. There is a niche in the gaming industry right now that's not being filled. That was filled for a large period of the 90s and the early 2000s, and that is BBC TV properties getting weird CD-ROM games that have nothing to do with anything. Like the Wallace and Gromit game that I had, where it's just a series of mini-games. One of them is Pipe Dream with train tracks, one of them is a cool window cleaning game. And there's like a quiz, you know, but then you get like, I don't know if this exists, but you'd get one that is like Last of the Summer Wine, you know. Where is my Father Brown Investigates FMV game? Where is it? Where is it? I realize that perhaps the audience, like the intended audience of Father Brown, probably isn't interested in an FMV game, but I sure am. I'm the niche. Make a horror game called Agatha Risky. I will, but first I have to make Dolly Parton's 9 till 5 Survive. You understand. I have a higher calling. Where is it? Do weird... There's no reason not to shoot this gun, really, is there? 90s kid TV show crossover games like Demon Headmaster versus Bernard's Watch. Well, Bernard would win. He's got time travel. Well, sort of. He can stop time. Actually, I think Bernard grew up and made some adult videos. I wish I hadn't made that joke. I honestly think If it wasn't for VR having a pretty small initial install base, there is a free money sitting on the table for our Crystal Maze VR game idea. And I think we could make something equivalent to that in Udon that works in VR chat and not even have to release it publicly as a prototype. What do you think? What's going on? I think my game's frozen. Oh my god. It has. I've softlocked. I don't remember this happening in the episode of the Magic School Bus. No. The game has softlocked. Great. When's the last time we saved? Ah, there's no way to close it. It's not okay. I have to task manager this. Please. Well, I saved it after the stupid spaceship part, didn't I? So, yeah. What is this? Details. Anachronox.exe. There we go. Delete. End process. Done. Reload. I think it didn't take as long to speed back to that place. Be okay. Oh! Father Brown teams up with Jonathan Creek and Hetty Winthrop investigates. Well, the real crossover, of course, is Father Brown and Sister Boniface mysteries. You could do a... What about like a beat 'em up? FMV beat 'em up in the style of Mortal Kombat, but it's Agatha Christie and Agatha Christie-esque. You can play as Poirot, and it's like oh fuck, I'm back here. What is that game? Yeah, it's like JoJo. It's like JoJo. And your stand is Hastings. And of course, Father Brown has Bunty. That's his stand. Although, to be honest, he should be the stand, and Bunty would probably kick everyone's ass. Sister Boniface. She has that other guy, the inspector, that like pretends to take all the credit because she's not allowed to do it because she's a nun. Jessica Fletcher would wreck them. Well, we all know that that Jessica Fletcher is pretty much an S tier character. Murder she wrote. Murder she committed. Right, then we went down there and killed a bunch of shit and then we came back up here. Wait, is this a new character? It is. When I was a school child, one of our classroom activities, I'll never forget this, was raising caterpillars. We each got one in a little plastic container. Poirot's OP, man. Choose someone else. Yeah, like who wins? You get Miss Marple, Poirot, Father Brown, Hetty Winthrop, Jessica Fletcher. Sister Boniface is kind of the newcomer to the crowd. Sherlock's not allowed, he's too good. And Delboy in a room. Yeah, his stand is Rodney. After a week or two, the caterpillars were hanging upside down, spinning cocoons. The whole class was so excited, it was hard to concentrate on our schoolwork. Sherlock is banned for doping. I was careful not to move it around too much. I didn't want anything to happen to it, Professor Layton. But one morning, I got to class and my cocoon had fallen to the bottom of the container. I was in shock. Before I knew it, I'd switched my cocoon with that of the girl sitting next to me. No one saw me do it. She started crying when she saw what happened. Mine hatched a butterfly, hers didn't. It just sat at the bottom of the container. I can't stop thinking about it. I'm just saying this whole... Okay, cool story, bro. You know that poem about whether you're a man dreaming about being a butterfly and a butterfly dreaming you're a man? I figured somewhere there's a caterpillar dreaming he's crawling inside my mother. I'm not talking to you anymore. I still, there was, some of you may remember this, but there was a Poirot game. No, it was a Sherlock Holmes game. And they didn't give Watson a walking animation. So what would happen is for him to get close to you, like while you're walking around, he would teleport. Which meant that Watson had basically the same presence in the game as Slender Man. In terms of, you know, just turning your camera and there he is. Equip vest. There we go. I do remember this, yeah. And when I equip Best, it equips her with Bane, and I don't really know why that happens. I think it commits Bane to the generic top of the chain for magic, but I don't want that. I want Fire Slag. No, Fire Spire. Damages and burns targets. Good. I was actually thinking about that clip of wait. It's one of the Zelda CDI games. Oh, right, okay, that's the last thing to happen. And yeah, someone's like, "Ah, you've killed me!" And she goes, "Good!" I was thinking of that earlier. It's funny that that came back around. Oh boy, I can't wait to bomb some Dodongos! RZEC came out, didn't it, recently? The game that was sort of based on the CDI games, and they did such a great job with it. Like, the gameplay is pretty much spot on, but it sort of looks better than the CDI games. And then the characters and the cutscenes, they've nailed the aesthetic. Not just that, but also just like the way the lines are really weirdly written, like no humans would ever talk like this, and stilted. And then they got a bunch of like guest streamers and things like that to do all the voice acting, which is just real fun. I don't have anything to put here yet, that's okay. Then we unlocked this box. The box is Locks. The Wand of Gamelon. The other one was the Faces of Kurodai. Squadala, we're off! Link, this is the map. It has the faces of Kurodai. Whoa, what are all those heads? Those are the faces of Kurodai. Boots! Boots, please! It's okay, there's no penalty for failure. Funny you mentioned Magic School Bus Miles Clicker 3000 because I still have to do my edutainment games, and one that I remember particularly that I want to do is a Magic School Bus game, so we'll be playing that on stream at some point. Not sure which one, but there will be one. Boots got Nuts Walker. What the fuck is Nuts Walker? Is that the new James Bond movie? Or the new Metal Gear Solid game? Damages and tries to make target insane. Good. Oh. Sure. Sounds like a rejected last name for Luke in Star Wars. Luke's original name was Luke Starkiller. And then they were like, that sounds too violent. I'm still in a dream. Nuts Walker. That's what I think. Ooh. Slow streaky. Alright, we're back here in this bridge room. We're trying to get Finn to do a playthrough of Bookworm Adventures on stream, which is vaguely edgy-soft. Wonderful. You know, Finn, there's probably a hole in the market for a children's educator streamer. And I hear you are a person with knowledge about things. Is that the one that has Scrabble battles? Let's spark this dude. We had talked previously about doing the Encarta thing. Oh, yeah, I have that. I thought I had streamed it, but I don't think I have. I think I said I was gonna. I do have it. It's ready to go. I have the Encarta Mind Maze set up and ready to go from one of the older encyclopedias, which I actually had on CD-ROM. Running Dungeons and Dragons for Children tomorrow. Oh, that's amazing. I hope it goes well. That guy's nuts. Bonk. Cubes. We did it. Way to go. Right, we're gonna save again before I play Will It Softlock. Have you seen the Digital Circus announcement? No, I have not. I watched the first Digital Circus episode they did. The pilot, which I thought was pretty cool. Also, they've... like, people have been talking about Has Been Hotel a lot recently, but I thought that was already out for, like, years. Maybe it was just pilot episodes, and they were finally releasing it. I probably am confusing it with Hell of a Boss, which was the other one. But that was a fucking funny show. Hell of a Boss was really good. There's a little bit of controversy with Vivzy Pulp not paying animators very well, which I thought was a bit shitty, but the work that they've done is very good. And they are a very small independent group, and I would hope that gets reconciled once they make some cash. I like that ribbon masked dude in Digital Circus. That Has Been was overshadowed by Hell of a Boss. I think Hell of a Boss is a better established show. Has Been was kind of weird because it's like, I seem to remember it being more of a musical show. Like it has a totally different vibe but a very similar aesthetic. I can get behind it though. I just need to watch it now that it's out. I watched the pilot for that one. It was going to be an educational stream. It would be in the style of look around you. Look around you. Imhotep is invisible. Drink your Wick lemon drink now. Can you tell what today's episode is about? That's right. Garbage disposal. That is a... okay, so Look Around You is a fake edutainment show They had 2 seasons, I think, and it's brilliant. And it has Peter Serafinowicz in it, your friend of mine, who is brilliant, honestly. I saw him live. I've seen his Butterfield show, and it was one of the funniest comedy shows I've ever been to. Highly recommend. If you get a chance to see Brian Butterfield live, do it. It's called The Call to Now, or The Call of Now. He's consistently underrated. You know, that guy's it's weird, like, he's everywhere and he does so much stuff, but he's still kind of like a cult hit, I would say. Like, if you know who he is, you love his stuff. And if you don't know who he is, you've probably seen him in something. The voice of Darth Maul, indeed. The new Like a Dragon game looks amazing. Yes, and it is. I've been playing it. It's better even than the previous one. In fact, I'm playing it tomorrow. I'll be playing it quite a bit tomorrow. We just got a new character and I'm super hyped to find out more about them. But the stuff that we did... fun fact, for anyone who was... I'm not going to ruin it, but for anyone who was watching the stream last time, the dude that we fought, the big boss guy, the English version is voiced by Danny Trejo. And now I sort of regret not going back and listening to his dialogue in English. They took him as a sommelier. Yeah, he was very good as a sommelier. Blaine Benzie, you shot me in the bollocks, Tim. Yeah, that was he was in space, wasn't he? Oh shit, I'm lost. Do you like rings? Do you like wings? Do you like bings? Do you like mings? Do you like bings? Check out Rings, Wings, Bings, Mings, Stings and Tings magazine. Me like tings. I remember that one. You'll soon come to love the weird taste of internet ham. Wait, I need these, probably. Chaos Emeralds. You've locked your doors. You've closed your hatch. But you've forgotten to turn off your poison sockets. Remember, poison sockets are full of poison. Turn them off. I'd hidden your gold, that was it. It's like, of all, like, a lot of people, a lot of comedians that were kind of in a lot of those shows around the era did their own comedy shows, and I think his was the funniest by a country mile. Whoa, I just used, like, the ultimate heel grease on you by accident. Oh well. Whoops. I'm not using Yammer anymore, it's dangerous. You're on the Butterfield diet plan. I've got buttons, you know. Where is it?
Look how it cleans this greasy hob! Goodbye, dirt! There, all clean again!
I'm making you think of Jam. Jam, super good. Chris Morris, not Chris Miles, he's a radio guy. Yeah, it was based on his radio show Blue Jam, and he did the DVD series Jam, and it had Kevin Penkin in it, who also did his own comedy show, which was really odd, to be honest. But Jam was really cool. I had the DVD, and it came with a remix version called Jam, where they just do weird VJ shit, like making the screen really small and what have you. Again! Big Train. I love Big Train. One of my favourite sketches in Big Train is Mark Heap at the end of... It's either season 1 or one of the first episodes, where he is playing a teenage gymnast to what I think is it Mussorgsky's pictures at an exhibition? I'm not too familiar with Mussorgsky, but I think that was him. But yeah, it's just one of the funniest sequences I've seen in comedy. But Mark Heap is also in that. There's a sketch where Simon Pegg is so convinced that his idea that he's committing to the boardroom is good that if it isn't a good idea, he will swallow a cyanide pill and kill himself. And he also says, and so will he, and he points at Mark Heap, and there's just a bit at the end where he's like forcing this pill into his mouth really sheepishly. It cracks me up every time. Oh, we can heal, huh? Might as well do it. Heal field. For 24 hours, you could eat literally anything. Birthday pie, pints of cream, 20 cheese omelette, icing crispy owl. Bob-bob-bob-bombs. Discount foie gras. Everyone's too far away, so we need to fire slag them or shoot them with guns. Big Train's the gold standard skit show. It's very good. His humor Space was a few years too early to be properly appreciated. And Spaced holds up. Spaced is still a really great show. Garth Marenghi, same. Yeah, he recently did a live show like last year. Again, he was touring again. Grumpos, please. I don't like moving in this game. I feel like it's a waste of a turn. But I guess I have to. Mitchell and Weblock is also brilliant. Mitchell and Weblock has one of my favourite comedy sketches, which is the Inebriati sketch. Maylina's watching Big Train tomorrow. Wonderful. Train them while they're young. Lemmy, I haven't watched Lemmy's show, actually. Has anyone seen Burniston? So every time I touch that, I get attacked. This is what I'm getting from this. I should, it's great. Yeah, like Limmy's a very funny man. I actually thought he was in Burniston for a while, but I think I got him mixed up with someone else. But there's a show called Burniston, and it's created by Robert Florence, who's... So he has a bit of a history. He used to make a video game show called Consolvania, which was released on the internet. It's very good. I've watched pretty much the first 3 seasons of that hundreds of times, and they started doing it again a few years back and got a Twitch stream and everything set up. So after decades, they managed to get Consolvania going again, and it's still good. Great review show. But they also did a show called Video Gaiden, which was like a BBC late night video game review show. Anyway, Rob Florence put together a show called Burniston with a friend of his, and it's a Scottish sketch comedy show about a fake town called Burniston, and it's got some killer skits in it. There's one about a couple of Scottish lads are just living in like an apartment. It's like a council house, and this dude's like, "Oh, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat a ready meal," and he gets this ready meal. And he's like, "Oh, it looks a bit weird, but I'm gonna eat it." It's called an epiphany continuum, and it's that sort of humor. It goes places. Toast is great, both food and show. Toast to London. I watched quite a bit of it. I can hear you, Clem Fandango. But I'll watch anything with Matt Berry any day of the week. Him a funny lad. Snuffbox, another strange, oft unseen show, but I imagine the people in this chat have probably seen it. What We Do in the Shadows TV show is impeccable. It is, and it is sadly ending soon. I feel like they were just hitting a really good stride again, and now they're gonna kind of do one more season and that's it, which is a bit sad, but you know, everything has to end eventually. What? You really are the most devious bastard. This is a great way for me to grind, but I'm not really getting anywhere. Year of the Rabbit. Don't think I know that one. The constant rivalry between Barry and Nick Kroll over the witch's arsehole hat. That's fucking so funny. It's not cursed. Matt Berry's period detective. Oh, I've seen some clips from that. I think Neil shared one, which was very good. There's one thing you don't know about me. I've got 29 dog shits in my pocket. Was that one? His eyebrow got eaten by a dog. Oh. What We Do in the Shadows has such a good cast for the TV series. It's great all the way through. Mark Parsons plays one of my favourite characters. Colin Robinson. Like, you're supposed to just fucking hate Colin Robinson, but he's one of the funniest characters in the show, I think. But also, Kristen Shaw's in it, and, you know, sold. I feel like I've been here. I feel like I'm running around in circles. If this is frustrating anyone, please tell me I've already been here, because I'm lost. It's just miles of the same tunnel. I feel like the Lost Woods, but without clues. The show's advertised to celebrate LGBTQ plus stories on Disney Plus. Okay, you're not wrong, I suppose. Found Bane.
Oh, I was in this tunnel all along. Oh. You merely adopted the endless series of repetitive battles and tunnels. I was born in it.
I don't know why he sounds like that. The guy playing Joseph Merrick was spectacular. The Elephant Man, Joseph Merrick. Oh, that was Doug Jones as the Baron. That's super interesting. I fucking love the episode where he's like fixed, you know. It was still in Year of the Rabbit. Yeah, I gathered that because that sort of period. Yeah, that's the show I need to watch. Oh wow, we found some place. There's a lot of bugs. What's this red circle mean? Oh, that's the tide. Right, yeah, of course. Fire slag! You fire slag! Use egg. Would you mind hitting him again, awfully? Would you mind, awfully? Channeling the spirit of Sergeant Wilson there for a minute. Oh, look at that. He's still alive. And you hit him. Oh no, he's dead. You hit him with one of these. Burniston has a bit in it where they do a song that came into my head this week, and it's a song called "Whose Glove Is That?" And it's about when you're walking down the street and you just see like a glove on a fence spike, because that happens all the time in the UK. You'll just see a random glove or a shoe on like a bus stop, and they did a song about it. Whose glove is that? Whose shoes are these? And now every time I walk past one of those, I just think, whose glove is that? Ro is overpowered. So how do you feel about these fucking bug noises? Those creatures are guarding it. God damn it. In the name of Hatsune Miku, open this door! Were they trying to, like, stretch for time with this section of the game? That bug's having a party. Oh. The BBC will sue me for that one, because that was from War of the Worlds. Did anyone else catch the Thunderchild sample? Also strange, because I was thinking about War of the Worlds today, because I was talking to a guy in a cafe about Thin Lizzy, of all things. I often get Thin Lizzy and Twisted Sister mixed up, but I'm pretty sure... No, yeah, it was Twisted Sister. I was talking to him about Twisted Sister, and I think it was that guy who was in Spirit of Man. At least I don't recall it being Phil in it, so... What the fuck, putting Melina to bed in a room stinks of weed? Did the window open? Has some stanky danky walked past? Oh man. That's not cool. Yeah? So fucking control the subsystems. This is a shortcut back to where I was, so I've already activated that, and I've achieved roughly nothing. Do you have anything to say for yourself, sir? No, he is a corpse. Right. Right, so the blue door and the yellow door. And then some crystals. Blue, red. But every time I touch one, this happens. I don't know what to do. Smart kid. Blame the neighbor, get turned. Have you seen Half Baked? Which one was Half Baked? Because I feel like I might have seen some of that, but it's been a long time. Is that the movie where... No, I might be thinking of How High, actually. I was going to say the movie where the guy dies, but then he, like, teaches his friend how to make good weed. I think that was How High. Eh. I feel like I have seen Half Baked at some point in my life. Shoot. Beer Fest is a guilty pleasure. Don't know that one. Plasma wall. Everyone is dead. Biodome. I fucking knew that was gonna get mentioned because I was literally thinking about it just now. When you said Beer Fest in that era, I was like, was that Kylie Minogue one? Yeah, Biodome. So Finn and I had the same epiphany just now where we both remembered the existence of Biodome because you said Beer Fest. Oh look! More enemies. Who needs friends when you have an enemies? Same crew who made Super Troopers. You know what's cool? So Helldivers 2 came out, and apparently it's great, and a lot of people have been playing Helldivers 2. And that game, you know, is doing the same kind of military satire that Starship Troopers did. And I guess what's happening is that older people are playing the game on their streams and talking about Starship Troopers, and that's making young people go, what's Starship Troopers? And they're all watching the films and sort of rediscovering it. And it's so relevant today still, that movie. I think that's a really cool thing. It's kind of revived it. You missed. Would you like to know more? Drink your weak lemon drink now. And people are still getting the concept of it wrong. How's that? Oh, some people don't get it's a satire? Oh, yeah, of course. That'll happen. So a guy I work with was telling me, because he worked on one of the older Starship Troopers games, he was telling me that he'd read the book a lot while they were making this game, and they were sort of on the set of Starship Troopers 2 and all this stuff. And there was a thing in the book which was a grenade that you pulled it out and it had a face and it would speak to you. And it was like a smart grenade, and it wouldn't explode if there were any friendlies around, and it would be like, how many, you know, how long do you want your fuse to be? And it was like a friendly grenade, if you can imagine. I mean, which in and of itself is pretty good satire. But what they wanted to do, guys, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom again in a sec, but what they wanted to do is put something, they were sort of unreliable. Like, they would glitch out all the time, and all sorts of things would go wrong. So they wanted something like that for the game, but they wanted it to be in a way that wasn't like detrimental to gameplay. So what they decided to do was they would put, I think it was like a 1 in 100 chance that the grenade would speak the wrong language that you didn't understand. So if you had it set to English, it would just speak to you in German or something like that, you know? Don't make that face. What are you looking at me like that for? There's nothing wrong here, I'm fine. Oh. And he was telling me a story that one of the actors, I can't remember who it was, rocked up, but it was like, yeah, get my son in the game, and they managed to get the son to record some lines and made him the voice of the grenade, and that was on the set of Starship Troopers 2, so yeah, there's a fun little story that I'm recounting poorly. I think it would be less of a desiccated husk if I had a reminder of Illogicoma saying, drink your weak lemon drink now, every couple of hours. If you'd like, then I could record that for you, and I'll send you a clip. I've been meaning to try and get into casual voice acting just to build my notoriety, and maybe this could be the beginning of a long and an illustrious career of saying lemon drink. Make it a redeem. I need to go to the bathroom, and then I'm gonna look up a guide. I've had to go twice. I know, I'm getting old, and it's bad. And I think I have a slip disc, and it's bad also. It's making everything not work right now. Give me a sec. Here's some more clippies.
Train's coming.
He seems okay. Flip! Excuse me, sirs.
Holy blockbuster!
I'm sorry, what?
Come on, come
What was that
on.
move?
What is this thing doing?
Shoot the missiles
Spinning
down.
around like a fucking...
It's trying to hit me out of the sky, and it fucking succeeded.
Oh,
I'm going! I'm going!
Missiles.
Jesus! I'm not. I don't want to use that, but okay.
Hey, you wanna fight? You wanna have a bar brawl? I'm ready for you. Get into the ring and we'll see who's boss.
Oh, he's fucking motion. I forgot about this
I'm
guy.
ready. They call me Twinkle Toes God. Here we go. I'm ready to go. Here's my left hook. You never know where it's gonna go. It's unpredictable.
It's a bad plan!
Fucking Twinkle's toes, Carl the Giga Chad. Stay out of my yard, says more malicious. You know what? No, I'm coming to your yard and we're gonna do roles together and we're gonna be in the same show and one of us will be the bad guy. Then it'll be great. It'll be like Rorschach and Ozymandias. I don't know, something like that. Slip day sounds right. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I think it is because like something's wrong in the back there, and it just fucks with everything. And I could barely walk right now. It's been about 3 months. Low key. I'm gonna play you all a video because I was talking about Burniston, and I can't stop thinking about it. This is a sketch from Burniston. Oh, almost ruined it. Does this work?
Excuse me. Do you sell wooden pallets?
No. Just banter. It's always sell.
I'm just banter. It's always sell.
Here's the shop. Here it is on a map. Here's your mob inside the shop.
It's an advert for wooden pallets. I'll give you tips. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, it's one of those things like, I just want to do a book one day, you know, something like that. It's like the dumbest sketch. Wooden pallets. They do a sketch called Quality Polis that's really good. I'm gonna give you one more though. Unfortunately, the sound of Anachronox is really too loud, so I'm gonna turn that down too. For a second. Just for a second. Oh god, which one do I play? There's one of two that I could play right now, and they're both great. One of them is more me, but I'll play this one. Here's your Burniston break. Father of Folk, Ronnie Dreech, everyone.
You broke my heart, my lover, my best friend. Tore me apart, there's no way to pretend. You broke my heart in pieces, darling, do you comprehend? That is why I killed you in the end. A drop of cyanide I slipped into your tea. I laughed like fuck as you died in front of me. Then I pished in your best slippers, in your wig and in your bra. Now your corpse is stinking out my car. And now the police are stoning in the pub. Should I run or just give myself up? I won't go down alone, no, I'll take out half the bar with this bomb that's strapped to my guitar.
And that's great. So yeah, Burniston, big recommend from me. But hey, thank you for indulging me for a second. What was I talking about? Yeah, I just want to do like a book reading or something. Who was it that did the book reading? It was like a rapper that did a book reading. I can't remember who it was. And it was like a fantasy book, and they're like, these bitches making up words. Maelstrom, you might remember who that was, because I think that was one that we used to laugh about. I can't remember. Who the fuck did that book? Oh yeah, Guide, Anachronox. How the fuck do I get out of these tunnels? I've been in here for 100 years. Snoop or Ice-T? Yeah, it was one of. I think it was like Ice-T. I think it was Snoop. Ice-T records a Dungeons and Dragons audiobook, calls it impossible to read. Yeah, that was it. It's like, it took him 3.5 hours to get through 25 pages of material. This shit is impossible to read, he says. It's unclear which book he was reading, or when the audiobook will be available, but it sounds like you want to listen to the results either way. I just want one of the pull quotes. There's some clips here.
He looked out at the night sky with an expression of complete derision. For the rogue drow Tosin Armgo had hoped he would never again look upon the vast ceiling of the overworld. Years ago, during the drow raid on Mithril Hall, Tosin had lost his companions and his house, preferring desertion to the continued insanity and deadly war that had gripped Menzo Baranzan.
There are some outtakes from this that I need to find one day. But yeah, it's good. Fantasy spells have a lot of apostrophes and a lot of vowels. I know what you're saying. That sentence did indeed go very wrong. Alright, Anachronox. Guide and walkthrough. That's right, I need a guide for this game. Because I where am I? TDD, Central Station, Hephaestus. Where am I? Right now. Fatima. Virulent Hive. You forgot your weak lemon drink. Drink your weak lemon drink now. My voice always cracks when I say now. Fix that. Speak from the diaphragm. On foot area inside. Oh fuck! What do you mean this guide picks up where the guide that ends at the hive picks off? What did? Why did? Yeah, okay. Okay. Let me find a different one. That's good. For this current situation. Okay. Oh, so touching those crystals actually takes the crystals, but it also puts you in a fight. So what I thought was happening is that I was trying to take the crystal, but it was just putting me into a fight, but apparently I'm also picking those crystals up. Now I know what I need to do.
A man who never eats pork buns is never a whole man.
This one. I gotta put a delay on that so I can eat the pork buns. Thanks, Morbo. It's delicious. Wow. Eat your giant pork bun now. So, there's a series of crystals in a series of colours. The expectation is that I gather enough crystals to open the central door, I believe. So I need to go back and find that door and see what crystals I need. Or, I just need to look in my inventory and see what crystals I actually have. Oh, it's not in there. Inventory. 3 blue hive shards. Are you fucking serious right now? Red hive shard. They are serious. You couldn't have called it hive shard red. Hive shard blue. Let's go back to the central room in here and look at what we need. Purple, yellow, light blue, dark blue, green, red. One of each. Right? We need green, purple, yellow. Green, purple, yellow. Easy to remember. You've locked the front door, closed the windows, turned off the bandsaw, and hidden your gold. But you forgot to collect the red hive shards. Remember, red hive shards are full of red. Turn them off. Please! I forgot what colors I need now. I got dark blue. Light blue and purple, right? Pick them up. Oh, fuck it. I'll just do all of them. Peggy 18. Gamers will know me as the voice of the man that says Peggy 18. Yeah, he did a little video. Fire slag. She do good damage with that. In this episode, we'll be making negative progress. Oh! Sound like he enjoyed it. Come on, Grumpos. Ah, bonk. Still alive. Oh, that one died. Okay, not sure what happened there. I guess it was on fire. Scotchio. It's funny how, like, even like something that I haven't seen in many, many years, like Harry Enfield show, is still mimetic. Like, I even have... Every time I go to we've got like a potato man, like a, you know, like a stand that sells potatoes. I have one of those that I go to for lunch sometimes. And every time I get one, I'm like, Spajulica! Oh man. You're hitting on something there, Mobo, that is like it's one of those things that Red Letter Media mention a lot, which is the quote, "Not this film." And the girl she decides, I'm gonna take my top off because that's what the director wants, because this is a schlocky horror movie. And it's like, oh, not for this film, please. Raise your standards. Not for Jolly Roger, although Jolly Roger's pretty great, actually. Velociraptor. You recorded that on a demo. Oh, that's fun. I would record an excerpt from my Lovecraft compendium, I think, to start with. I would certainly like to do that. I've always enjoyed readings of Gothic horror because there's a certain cadence that is expected of those readings that I quite enjoy. I'm a big fan of the H.P. Lovecraft Literary Podcast for its guest readers, in fact. Most recently, I went back and listened to the first series of Alice Isn't Dead, which is a podcast written by Joseph Fink of Night Vale Presents. And I forgot how good that was. It was brilliant. Give me a DM tomorrow or next week. Absolutely. One way in which ghosts are different from man is that they can't whistle. Try as they might, the most they can muster is a rather feeble hiss. Perhaps it's because their lips are transparent and their tongues are see-through. 90% of all the world's ghosts live under the ocean. The rest exist inside bears and white dogs. Shotting stuff about. That was yeah, Matt Berry on Ghosts was very funny, and there was also the Matt Berry on the Deep Ocean. Shouty Kenneth. She wore a blue anus. It's a line I'll never forget. Did I get the crystal from this? I got the red one, right? I feel like that Sailor Moon game's coming back to haunt me. I'm going to call this the least exciting section of the game so far. But at least it isn't punishingly difficult. So, we'll get through it. White dogs. You and he were buddies. Amazing how Matt Berry's particular strange cadence has earned him such a reputation. There's a flamboyance to the way he speaks that is caricaturesque and entirely desirable in certain locations. Dark Place is incredible. I fucking love Dark Place. There were tears on set. Not afraid to admit that I wept. Quarter sign. Smart. Friggin' smart as well. That was it. Battling cabinet. Ugh. He's too far away. You have a gun! I once wrote a silly horror thing bit, never finished it. Give it another stab sometime. Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, just do it. Do it and get it out there. Alright, okay. I need yellow. Yellow. Do it! Do it now! I hate the bees door. I hate the bees door. It's taking so long. Come on, Bootsy. We missed the yellow crystal. But I'm already well on the way to the door, so you know what? I'm saving my game. I'm saving my game. You son of a bitch. F car weathers, man. There's already a gem shard. I don't have a yellow, and I don't have a pink. Oh! The music's great and all, but I think we need to speed this up a little bit. It's a little bit more exciting. Bap, bap. Ah, see, isn't this way better? You know, sometimes when you have a long and like irritatingly boring section of your game, you just gotta put exciting music in and it's like 1,000 times better. Take it from me. 1920s murder mystery time. Who Done It? Starring Hercule Poirot as the murderer. Wait. Oh, it's sticking. Nothing heard of. Unless you got some magic tricks in that coat, you better just crawl into one of these cocoons and get some sleep. Taking out the queen is the only way to disable the colony. Oh, she's dead. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. It feels like I'm wearing something soft and silky, like I've got a secret. A Seacrest? Agatha Risky. Ba-da-da-da-ba. Where the fuck are the things? You. Will you knock it off? I'm fine. Everybody's fine here. There's no problem. Nothing's wrong. Stop it. I mean, you're killing my vibe. Oh. Well, I'm sorry. This is pink, right? Point blank range. The guy you assume is Poirot is the murderer. That's gotta have been done right. There's gotta be a story where the investigator turns out to be the murderer the whole time. Well, that song ended. Gotta run, have a great stream. Thanks for coming along more, but it's been a left right. Have a great evening. Boots never gets hit, he's good. You know, all of my frustration of this long-ass boring section aside, I do kind of like the combat now that I've gotten used to clicking down here. And the characters are fun. Like, there's a lot to like about this game. I'm not, like... I don't hate this game or anything. Don't get the wrong impression. I am enjoying myself. I just wish this particular section wasn't so... itself. I gotta wait and take some damage so that I can heal. For free! Yes, shoot me, VR bug. Shoot me! Is he missing because he's wearing VR headset? That is a Metatron cube, which is actually one of the symbols of my channel. I only just realised that. Holy shit! Oh, right. So that new weapon she picked up, I haven't been paying attention this whole time. The new weapon she picked up is a short range thing. It's not like a weird blaster. That's why I can't hit from afar. It's a stun gun! That's where we came from. There was a ball man in the wall. But where's yellow? That's green. That's the save point. That's light blue. That's red. That's Bugodor. Bugodor McTuski. That's console. What do you mean that's console? Where's yellow? I feel like I've been here for 2 hours. Because I've been here for 2 hours. Green. This way. Pink. This way. Everything looks the same. Blue. This way. That's the door again. Starbucks have launched a pork-flavored latte. That is an affront to Miku. And it must be wiped from the face of this earth. You can't get it in this country though. Good. I don't want that. That sounds awful. Where's the yellow crystal? Where's the yellow crystal? It's there! It's coming up. I was losing my mind for a minute there. Where? No, move. Move there. No, that genuinely sounds awful. I don't know. I like sausages. I'm not a big bacon fan. I had some pork yesterday in a Thai green curry that I made that was real good. And I've got a couple pork chops left. I didn't realize there were 4 in the pack, so it's pretty good value. But I don't really want pork coffee. That feels like a bad move. That feels like someone's gonna love it, but most people are gonna buy it and have wasted their money. It's one of those weird things like how bacon and milkshake is meant to be good. And I do have a recipe on my hard drive somewhere in the library for bacon ice cream. But I don't know if it's a good idea. Pork flavor sounds oddly nondescript. I like candied bacon. That's a good invention. The old epic mealtime, pour Dr. Pepper on it and put it in the oven. Genius. Any day of the week. You say Americans love bacon and everything. I think a lot of British people love bacon. But I'm one of the people that's like, you know what? It's fine. But I'm not like sad about the flavor of bacon or anything and the fat content and all that. It's more like I just like sausages because they're chewy. They're like, you know, you chew a bit off and it's like But bacon's like more of a you have to rip it or crunch it sometimes, depending on how it's done, and it's... I prefer to chew than to rip. According to the article, Dongpo pork sauce. In coffee. This better be it. Okay, that is the title card because it took so long. I want to assure people that I actually managed to open the door at some point during the episode. Who looks... Grumpos. Let's save the game, shall we? This virulent hive has tested my vast reserves of patience. Have I also not opened the secret door over here? Indeed, I have. Whoa! What is this? It's a Mike Oldfield digital album experience floating before me. There's a hole with several slots in this computer. Here's a hive shard. Do I need another red? I have another red. Red, blue... Am I to believe that you expect me to bring yet more hive shards? Red, blue... I'll humor you. Since we're already in the business of traipsing around this eternal dungeon. Let's get one of these. Oh, our party order's changed because I'm playing as Grumpos. That's fun. A succulent selection of shards. Are you waiting to receive my blue shard? Nut spark. Oh, that did nothing. That was pathetic, actually. Just shoot. Shoot the birds. Or don't, Boots. Just shoot the wall. That's fine. Why don't we just wait a sec? Trust me, it's gonna be great. We're so over leveled now. Every time. Na. We have like 200,000 XP. Okay, we got that one. We already had a red one. I think we had a dark blue one, but I don't know which blue it meant. No, that's cyan. That's different. Did we have that already? I forget. But we need green, yellow, purple, and pink. Probably. We got a third fella. Yeah, we got the doctor. Hey, Anomalina, welcome, and I hope your head is feeling okay. Let's see. We got a third fella, and basically the strat now is to just do nothing. Just relax. Just wait. And Dr. Rowe will take care of everything. We spent 2 hours running around this hive collecting crystals, and every time you pick one up you have to fight stuff. And I didn't realize I was getting them because it appears in the end of the battle inventory. So I'm just trying to get another set of said crystals so that I can get into a room that might have a thing that is of some use. Pink and purple and yellow. These guys I could just punch to death, I think. You're doing good damage. A thing for stuff. Was I not clear? Fine. Wow, that does so much damage. Bro, it's too powerful. Still alive? No, you're dead. I got a pink, oh no, a purple shard. I need a pink shard and a yellow shard. There's the yellow one that I had a really hard time finding. Here we are. Nut spark. He died. That's probably the worst place I could have chosen, but I couldn't see it because the camera was insane. Can't shoot. There we go. There's the yellow shard, and now I think I need one more. Did I just get this? That's purple, right? And then I went this way and it went to the right. And then I was in the room with the yellow shard. So then I went this way and I went to the left and I was in the corridor with another purple shard, which is the same corridor. Okay, so it's not that one. It goes this way. There's a guy in the wall. Here's green and red. No, red and blue I think is in the same room. No, we already did that. So then we go this way? No, we went that way. Okay, so the... this way. White, blue, red, we did those. So where's purple? Or do I mean pink? Yellow. Green. There's only 6, right? And I have 6. Something fell out. Your post got sidechain Mystic. Okay. Was it worth it? Who's the strongest? Well, you can have it because you've got short range and good magic. So you can have Psi Slave device. Good. I don't know. Maybe it was worth it, maybe it wasn't. Maybe we should just leave. Ah, save point. This is it, folks. Equip your Mistech if you have it, and pet the Time Minder behind me. It's been nice knowing you all. Thanks for telling me this was a boss room. Fatima, we spent so long in this dungeon that we are severely overleveled for whatever this boss is. I promise you, it's gonna be fine. It's the Queen! Okay. It's afraid. Proto Cortana. I don't think she does care about us. So, if you're not familiar with the lore, that is Boots' former secretary who died, and then he redigitized her into this cursor device so that she still has to be his secretary after she died, and she's not particularly happy about that. But I thought it was quite amusing as a plot point that I've not really heard before. Alright, what do I shoot? Who do I need to shoot to shoot? Let's poison the Queen. The future that AI tech is aiming for, indeed. Insufficient energy. Well, how about this? Use a Glowden. A backup secretary. Didn't mean to do that. I'm not really sure what's going on. But I don't seem to be able to do anything. Attacking wise. Nor can I move to a decent space because you have to go in an order, I guess? Guess that's kind of what happened to GLaDOS. Yeah, basically. Ah! Jump scare! Use plasma wall because I don't know what's happening. Death. Death. Damage. Okay, that works. So what we need to do is get in as close as... Oh, we can't move. But we can use a heal grease plus, of which we have 98 on you. I don't really know what this does. Oh, it does that. Okay. I think it's like a mind control device. Oh, it does 300 damage. Okay, fine. That's what it does. Anything else is a bonus. Do I really have to go there? Before I can get forward. The camera will stop fucking around. Maybe I can activate. Okay. Just keep using plasma wall. Just sidechain, why not? Let's see how much damage this does. Just over 1,000. So we need Mistech to hit it, because it's too far away to do any attacks. If you haven't equipped any Mistech, we ain't fighting this boss. Well, she's poisoned and on fire now, so that's good, at least. Not sure what these crystals are doing, to be honest. Big heal. Where do we have full Mistech points here? I feel like I've been casting spells. Does that heal? Oh, there you go. We did it. Got 2 heal grease plus and 2,300 bucks. The queen is dead. Ro, are you okay? So I guess we decided to come over here to help those guys out from their planet being destroyed. I think that's what happened.
They're still headed for the planet. Guess we blew it.
Yeah, Ro got a weird
no
walk cycle.
Space boots. Even deactivated, the missiles would maintain their original trajectory.
So what does that mean? Are the missiles still active?
Killing the Queen should have deactivated all Hive weapons and subsystems, including the missiles.
You don't sound terribly confident.
I'm confident enough to have come back here when I could have made off with your fighter instead.
Impact in 10.
Whoa, this little planet. You gonna be okay? Whoa. Got tablet jams. What the hell? Pokemon Adventures wasn't running properly. Turns out AMD Anti-Lag decided it needed to help out with the PopCap game.
Later.
I question the choice of hors d'oeuvres, Councilman. Do the critter fritters truly represent the constituency?
Blast the hors d'oeuvres! Surely we owe these people more than a cocktail party. They saved our planet.
Oh, you're right. Perhaps a parade is in order. Shall we vote on it?
It's Democritus.
Let's get out of here.
I'll warm up the shuttle.
I'm with him. Eagle 20, Fox 2. It's the Independence Day thing. I mean, that was very influential, though, wasn't it?
How can you just walk away from this? Someone split that planet in half intentionally. How can you feel safe knowing someone has that kind of power?
I'll manage.
Kid, you're a coward and a quitter. So Miztech went active behind our backs. Big deal. Until someone figures out how to use it properly, we're still in the running to make a fortune.
Do you mind? We're having a conversation here. Mister, I'm not asking you to go all the way with this. I just need 2 pieces of equipment. We can even get them here on Cinder Station. Believe me, I wouldn't ask for your help unless there was no one else to turn to.
Or you could come with me to the planet of Miztech. I'm close to deciphering a modular element system. I suspect the answer may be sitting in a library on Hephaestus.
Or you could repent, you cold-blooded killer.
Maybe it's time for that new profession, kiddo.
Maybe it's time you all let me drink in peace.
I like this goober tune.
Please tell me this is a joke.
Surprise! We've come to compensate you for all your generous help.
Shoot me.
I told you they would be surprised.
What the hell have you done? Taco. Set the hell away from a taco, Death Wish. And puppet collectors will shift their attention to Miztech, leaving the market wide open for tacos. By the way, you aware there's a planet floating behind you? Yes. What is this? Zong. The objective of Zong is to try and get the other player's energy bar down to 0. Your energy bar reduces by 20% every time a ball hits your side of the playing field. You also have your defensive wall that will protect you from an enemy trying to send the ball to your end of the field, as well as serve as an energy reserve for your energy bar. You can take some blah 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 blah. It's Zong. It's Arcanoid. And Pong. How y'all doing, chat? I'm not even touching the mouse. I feel like all I'm doing is destroying my own wall. Is this supposed to be unwinnable? I think it's soft locked. Song. Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be winnable, or at least not easy. This guy's too good. Oh no, you can do it. What the fuck? You lose, you suck, loser. Yeah, okay, whatever. I bet if you win it, you get the strongest weapon in the game. Well, I've kind of had enough today, to be honest. I'm gonna get to the next save point and probably finish up, because I want to watch some more Avatar. After much debate, the High Council of Democritus has unanimously voted to join you in your travels. Unanimous? I had plenty of objections. Your objections were overruled, Councilman. Step down. Not until my objections have been noted for the record. They have been noted. Please step down. Excuses, as we were saying, we would be honored to join you on your quest. It's the least we can. What if they don't want our help? Councilman, you will not be warned again. Step down immediately. Joining your quest is the least we can do for saving us. Our planet is at your disposal. You've lost weight. We had the technology to shrink the planet down to this size for many years, but we could never find a practical application for it until now. How about budging the missiles? We're afraid other hives will seek revenge against us. This seems like an elegant solution to our problem. You can't destroy a planet that isn't there. We thought we might as well assist you in the process. Yes, well, that too, of course. We're very grateful. Why didn't you shrink and hide from the hive in the first place? Oh. We didn't think of that. Correction, we did think of that. More than once, I might add. But the bombs were targeting the ring's heat signature. Even if we ran away, the bombs would have followed us wherever we went. And imagine how much more damage that would have done to the planet. And the ring. We would have been destroyed completely. Horrible. Order! Order! Excuse us, sir. We're all just very excited by this new experience. It's a wonderful opportunity for our world to see different parts of the galaxy. We've had a hardline isolationist policy for many decades, but in recent years the public has been growing restless for more contact with Outworlders. This will be an experiment to see if we want to allow the galaxy into our home. Because we serve the people. Yes, the people. Have you met the people? The people are splendid. We love the people. Oh yes, we love the people, but sometimes the people are complicated. That's why it's so difficult for us to make decisions sometimes. Because the people. Yes, not that we're blaming them. Oh, no. We love the people. Have you met them? Okay. Let's go, 8-Ball. I ain't got all day. I now have a planet. Will you help me get the scientific equipment? I need to process my readings. What is the equipment? First piece is the tachyon decay detector. It will help me determine the source of the rift that splits asunder. Second piece is a field transduction module, which is a key core element of the tachyon decay detector. It will be harder to get our hands on it since it's a biohazard and illegal in this sector of the galaxy. So will you help me get the scientific equipment I need to process my readings? Whatever. Fine. So I have to get one of those. There's a theoretical museum down the street. Okay. Where can we get the other thing? It's going to be a tough one. The Red Light District is a good place to score black market items. Excursion might be in order. Now you're talking, sister. I got a drinking buddy who dabbles in black market dirt. His name's Kavester. I'm sure the bum can hook us up if he's still around. So we blah blah blah. What you think of going to Hephaestus with the Grampus? Believe me, I'm just as interested in Mistec as Mr. Madavastros. But I think our energies are better spent in figuring out what destroyed Sunder. It could happen again without warning. Maybe Anachronox is next, or Hephaestus. The sooner we isolate the threat, the sooner we're gonna know how to proceed. Besides, Hephaestus is a tourist trap these days. I doubt there's anything beneficial to be learned there. I'll take the case pro bono, but once we get your equipment, I'm out of here. Meanwhile, slow your roll, Pops. Why Hephaestus? Hephaestus is home to the Order of Mysterium, a sect of ascetic monks dedicated to the study of Mistec. They have an extensive library that may hold an all-important detail that will complete my work on the modular Mistec system. It appears that some types of Mistec have an array of slots built into them. I suspect any element can be placed into these slots which might allow us to modify the original functionality of the Mistec. But I need to know what kind of element it is. Know what that element is, and I'm sure that Mistec Library on Hephaestus holds the answer. So we're going or what? While Dr. Bowman's Mistec was glowing when Sunder got split in half, I'm sure there's a very important connection between the two. But right now our priority is the modular Mistec system. We have an opportunity to unlock a flexible, extremely powerful side of Mistec that no one has ever seen before. Besides being potentially very lucrative, it would give us the edge we need against whoever or whatever is powerful enough to split Sunder in half. So we're going to Hephaestus or what? Yeah. Oh, I could leave the planet? Okay. Look, I need a save point stat. And there's my robot there. I'm gonna just find one and then I can get gone. There it is. But yeah, I wanted to just have a shorter one today, so I'm gonna leave, but thanks for joining me, thanks for being with me. It's good fun, and we'll do more of this next time. I can't remember what I said I was doing on Sunday. I think it's just a random Sunday stream, so I might even do a bit on Sunday, we'll see. But anywho, me and Finn, thank you for the stream, and I thank you all for coming. I had a very fun time. But next, yeah, this was the doing the Hive episode, and next time we'll do some more interesting stuff, I think. Now, I keep just closing my stream and not writing anyone. That's kind of my thing right now. But I do want to check just to see if anyone I know is live, and no is the answer to that. So I will see you all later.